Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No. No, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
And it's cool to like write something, think it sucks for a while.
Next time you meet me in Gate City. Oh, Cody Pope. I know Cody Pope.
Oh, I see the shirt. I see it.
Our friend is Cody, yeah, we not having a good day.
Smack dab in the middle of all that.
Beautifully said, and I love that you said when you have a microphone, and we were able to do it.
It's about you showing up.
What is your favorite comment that contributes to you?
What up, world? Welcome back to another episode of Cody Central. Welcome back, welcome home, welcome for the first time. If it is your first time, just know every night here is a little bit different, but we're going to have ourselves a wild night nevertheless. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Let's sit back and lock in. As I mentioned, I'm your host, Cody Pope, and this is my co-host, Danny Dymez. Oh,
What's up, everyone? As always, if you're tuned in from YouTube, please make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And drop a comment to let us know where you're watching from and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our uploads. If you're watching on Facebook live stream, thank you as well. And please share this live stream to your page right now or share it to some friends. But either way, drop a comment and let us know where you're tuned in from as well.
Before we get things started, I just announced some new performance dates and I got some more on the way. Right now, you can check me out April 4th at Phoenix Rising in Northampton, Massachusetts, April 16th at the Green Door Studio in Burlington, Vermont, and April 23rd at Troop in Providence, Rhode Island. To get tickets, dates, info, all of that stuff, just head on over to my website and learn more about what we got cooking up. Let me take a minute to show you what we got going on, and then we will be right back.
Then I stopped too late. How could I be so selfish? Do this. Lost under the state like inventory of dead ends. I miss whom I came, memories of my dead friends. It's my soul on the record, like removing the mask. Brain connected, feel electric, intermeshing spacecrafts. Then I opened up and I looked again, saw the sound like it's the base of my friend. Lost some gems, I'm bound to lose some more.
This got me crawling.
Not perfect, not even close to alright. If you're with me, let me hear you say alright. I'm all my name, yo.
So make sure you guys come out to one of these shows we got coming up. We just started the run last night. We were up in Manchester kicking things off. It was a great time. Yeah, so first things first, the chat is open for Q&A as long as we're live tonight. Any questions that you guys have for us, drop them in the chat. We're going to pick our favorite ones and answer them. As you may have seen through the thumbnail, if you paid attention to that beforehand, tonight we are just lounging with the Hellhounds. We didn't have a guest scheduled, so we're going to catch up on some of the things that have happened this year, some of the events we've been to, some of the new records that have come out this year, and we're going to take some questions from you guys throughout the night as well. So we got a few different things to catch up on, honestly. I think going back chronologically, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first big things that we worked on this year was that Done Booking show that we did for Subtext, Hope the Rapper, and Mac down at the spot. And that turned out pretty cool. That turned out to be a much better time than I expected. Shout out to everybody in the chat too.
No doubt.
Shout out my brother Dane. Oh, we got to talk about the volley show tonight.
Oh yeah,
shout
definitely.
out to Ryan. But yeah, the Dumb Booking show, that was really fun. That turned out to be a blast. We didn't really know what to expect, honestly. You know, it was our first time bringing a like out of state or out of the area artist to that venue, the spot. And Mac, it was his first show ever. As hopefully you guys watched that episode as well. But if you missed that episode, the opener for that show, Mac, it was his debut performance and his release of his mixtape as well.
Yeah, he did really well for his first time. Real good show out for it too. A lot of support for it.
Yeah, it was a fun night all around. Good mix of people. I was the MacBook DJ for the night, so I hid behind the projector screen and just played everybody's music and hyped them up. That was fun. That was a nice change of pace. But everybody was great, man. Mac did a great job. He had a great like support system there for him, and you could tell that he was like qualifying his performance as he was going and like taking notes in his head about what he wants to do next time. And so I really look forward to the next time he performs.
Yeah, I'll definitely be looking for that. Definitely heading out. Check him out on his next performance because I think he's going to grow pretty quick as an artist.
Yeah, if he keeps his foot on the pedal, I definitely think that people are going to like pick up on him. He has a great style, this cool mix. You know, it's like I don't know. I hate like comparing people to other artists, but I definitely think that there's like a little something there for everybody. We missed you at the show as well, Ryan, but hopefully if we link up with the right artist, you know, we'll do something like that again in the future, possibly. And then obviously my own, you know, if I do my own joint too, you know, we always like to keep a done booking thing, keeping the vibe going. But yeah, that was cool. I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, but I was really happy that everything kind of like worked out to plan. It's nice when you take a gamble on things like that and it just kind of worked out. And I think we figured out a lot too, like in the midst of putting a show together. Like, you know, I've been coordinating shows forever. You've done AV for a long time, and we still like hit a number of things that it was like, oh, how do we get through this ring of fire? And we figured out a lot in that time. So I'm excited for whatever the next adventure is that we get down on.
Ironically, setup was the most stressful part of it all.
I know, for real. It always is though.
Once it was set up and things were running the way they were supposed to be, the show ran itself after that.
Yeah, smooth. For sure. So obviously you guys know, most of you guys know by now that we do another podcast as well called Hellhound Film Club. It comes out Tuesday nights on YouTube, but we record them on Wednesdays after a free movie night that we host. And last week for free movie night, Danny was unable to attend because he was actually on assignment for a concert in the Boston area. Mercules, a rapper from Canada, came out. His tour ended up coming through to Worcester, and so Danny was out there for that. I obviously wasn't able to go, but you can see by Danny's shirt that it was a time. And so how was it?
It was a great show. I will definitely say for somebody that was struggling through sickness. I mean, he definitely put the energy out there and put a good show on. Definitely have to give a huge shout out to a couple of friends. Massive Man, Massetti, and Casey Makes Music came through and dropped an unexpected, like 20-minute set. It was mind blowing. It was great to see some friends of mine that I wasn't expecting to see there and drop in new joints. Shout out to Massive Man for showing me the new song he got coming with Mercules in April that hasn't even dropped yet. That was a nice surprise.
Let's go. Sneak
Yeah.
preview.
Oh yeah, big sneak preview. I was blown away. I was like, oh, what? You have what coming out when? And he's like, yo, you want to hear it? And I'm like, yes, please.
That's awesome.
But it was a great energy show. Got to see a gentleman perform I Am Preachy that I had never seen before. Put on a great show, great energy. Started listening to his music, and I'm really enjoying it. So, the one big thing about shows is I love going to shows for artists I already know, finding new artists that I don't know when I go to shows. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's how I found you. I went to it. Where I already knew somebody, and you were performing, and 2 years later.
I know it is funny how that worked out. I'm glad that was a cool time. It sounded like a cool venue too. What was it? What was the name of the venue?
Oh damn! I think I just lost you on audio, man.
Oh, I was saying, what was the name of the venue? Are you not hearing me? Well, it wouldn't be an episode of Cody Central without some technical difficulties.
Can the chat still hear us?
Yeah, they can hear
chat
both
can
of
still
us.
hear us.
And I can hear you.
Chat can hear us.
I can hear you. You just can't hear me, apparently. I think
that
there's
is funny.
something with... wouldn't be Cody Central without some nonsense.
I can actually see the subtitles on our Facebook stream.
Well, check your headphones then.
I know this isn't funny, but
if you can read the subtitles, check your headphones.
I can't help but laugh right now.
Tell him to check his fucking headphones. That is the common denominator.
Oh my goodness, this is so funny.
No, it's... Why is this funny? Check your fucking headphones.
I got you now, dude.
You got me now?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I have no idea why it switched to a Bluetooth headset somewhere.
I was like telling the chat. I was like tell him to check his headphones.
The computer connected to a Bluetooth headset somewhere.
Oh. All I had asked you was, what was the name of the venue that you went to for that show?
Oh, dude. Off the Rails.
Off the Rails.
Great venue, bro.
I wanted to say Off the Wall, but I know that that's just fans.
No, it's Off the Rails. It's a really cool, it's what was the slogan? A touch of Nashville in Worcester.
Okay, interesting.
It's like, it's definitely like that that like country bar feel with like barbecue food. Like I had the ribs for dinner, so like
wow, that's so different than I expected.
so it was definitely like a different vibe than you would have expected, and it's a really cool vibe. Um, I went there last year for a show during the summer, and they have like 3 garage doors that open to like an outdoor patio.
Ooh, that's dope.
And you can like stand out on the patio and see the stage and stuff still. So it's like it's a really cool setup. And then they have like a roped off section where you can actually, when you're buying your tickets, you can actually choose to get a reserved table that comes with 2 tickets and paid parking already.
Ooh, that's kind of dope. I like that.
Yeah. So we had that for the show, and we got down there, and like, I don't know, I think maybe like 20 minutes before the show started, went down to our table, ordered drinks. They came right to our table. We ordered dinner, came right to the table, had dinner during the opener, enjoyed his music, and then like it was really cool.
What was like, oh, this was I wanted to ask you something because I know Worcester has they have the Summit Lounge, which is like the first like cannabis lounge, I'm pretty sure, or something to that extent. Was there like some sort of smoking area in there, or are we still kind of not there yet with that kind of shit?
Not there yet. Definitely
fair.
not there yet.
Figured if it would happen anywhere, it would be Worcester.
I also think because also like the venue is attached to a restaurant in the front of the venue.
I see.
So there's like a whole restaurant bar area in the front.
Yeah.
And then the back has another like big bar section, and then the tables roped off, and then like a huge standing only area, and then a patio. So not yet, but you're right. If it's going to be anywhere, it'll be eventually there.
Right, for real. Big shout out to Ryan, because Ryan said, I'm hyped for tomorrow. Tomorrow, the brand new episode of Hellhound Film Club drops. Obviously, we all missed you, Danny. We wish you could have been there for it. But as you know, if you haven't seen the thumbnail yet, we covered the late great Toshiro Mifune, and we watched Rashomon for our live free movie event last week. And we had an awesome panel. We had Tyler LaPlante, friend of the show. Shout out to Tyler. And we had my boy Robert. Shout out to Robert. And yeah, it comes out tomorrow, which is the day before what would be Toshiro Mifune's 106th birthday. So it's going to be a cool way to just like hang out tomorrow night and learn about one of the greatest actors to have ever graced cinema.
Well, technically, we watched 2 of his films for Film Club.
Exactly. We watched High and Low for the Akira Kurosawa appreciation hour. So it was like a nice surprise, because like a lot of the people that came to the screening didn't like put 2 and 2 together until I kind of like mentioned it at the top of the show, and they were like, "Wait, you took that was the guy from the shoe place?" And I was like, "Yeah,
yep."
I was like, "Exactly."
I mean, it's kind of hard to miss him when he's in 16 of his movies.
I know, for real. But it was cool, man. We really learned a lot on that episode. I'm really excited for it. Let me know in the comments. Shout out to Ryan, because I know you always support. Much love. But anybody else that's watching right now, let us know in the comments if you've had a chance to watch Hellhound Film Club yet. We would love to know what people are thinking of it. It's been cool to get people's reactions so far. I'm sure anybody that's been in the Hellhound universe for a long time knows that this is like my third time trying to get this show off the ground. And so it's cool to have finally found a format that works to just get people to talk about all the movies I nerd out about on my own. And now I get to make my friends nerd out with me. So hopefully you guys will check that out if you haven't yet, but let us know in the comments if you have. New episodes drop Tuesdays on the channel, and every Wednesday we host a free screening where we end up recording the episode right after as well. So in honor of that, hooray.
Oh, trust me, I'm looking forward to getting back. I mean, I had a great time Wednesday, but I'm looking forward to getting back. And I'm excited for this week's movie.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we got a good one this week. We got a good episode, good movie, good panel. It's gonna be a good time. I think all the people from this season, I think, are gonna like pull up for. It seems like everyone's gonna be there for this one. Knock on wood. If you guys saw the Outsiders episode, we made friends with Samantha, and she missed out for the Mifune episode, but we're really looking forward to her hopefully coming back. Jess has been on a couple episodes now, and always cool to have her perspective. Hopefully she'll come back. Hopefully we're going to have Tyler and Robert as well. Great to have two filmmakers' opinions on stuff. And me and Danny, Elliot comes out sometimes. So it's been really cool to get like this wide, eclectic range of people's opinions on these movies as we watch them. So Hellhound Film Club, that's what's up.
This will probably be I think this will be our goofiest episode ever.
Without a doubt. Oh wow. Dane said, if you ever watch Spun, I'm so down. It's funny. Shout out to my fiance Nick, because she actually introduced me to that movie and brought a DVD copy of that around at some point. That is a wild movie. But now that I know that, I'm going to lock you in. It's on recording. So we're going to do, even if we have to do a bonus episode, just to get all the homies on Film Club. You guys got to come down sometime. It's so much fun. We eat popcorn. We put movies up on a big projector screen. We got the big friggin' house sound system to listen to it off of. And then right afterwards, we turn on all the mics and shoot the shit. But let's we'll get back to Film Club for sure. Unless you guys have questions about it, I'll always talk about it, but I don't want to bore you guys to death too much.
A whole episode of Selling Film Club.
I know, seriously. Watch my podcast talking about my other podcast. That would be something I would do though, so
something I would encourage.
Yeah, exactly. So that was Wednesday of last week, and then Friday. So hopefully you guys watched Cody Central last Monday when we had the legends, our dear friends in Volley, on the show. Volley is an awesome Southern New Hampshire based punk band. They have the best, they take all the best influence of punk and ska bands that we all grew up listening to and shit like that. And so it's really cool to see how they take all those influences and really carve their own kind of lane with it. And they did a new album release at this place in Milford, New Hampshire called Big Dog Eats. So obviously we were plugging that on the show last week, but me and Danny went out to it, and it was a blast, dude. It was so I knew it was
so much fun.
I knew it was going to be fun, but I didn't know what to expect. The venue that it was at was actually Dane from Volley's mom's, I guess you would call it like a diner, coffee shop almost kind of thing. They had a bar and shit too, but it was a small little place that you can tell is towny breakfast kind of joint. And hey, that's true. Dean said only chicken tenders Danny will eat. Let's go.
Facts.
100.
Facts on that. I will not argue that. I will not debate that. I will die on that hill.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So we're going to our friend's punk rock album release record show. We walk into the venue that we've never been to before, and you can order beer, and they have a tray of chicken tenders and a tray of French fries just waiting for everybody to make their own little trays. Coolest shit ever. It was a blast. And one of my favorite things, and this is going to sound funny, but the show was scheduled at 8 o'clock. They were on by like fucking 8:05 or something like that. And they were the only band. So it was done by 9 o'clock. And then everybody got to hang out and socialize and like have a bite to eat or grab a drink or whatever. And it was really such an awesome time. And I hope that more artists will kind of follow suit in that, where it's like, you know, not to stir up a debate, but like it's easier to support artists when they're not a part of a bill with, you know, 8 other artists or something like that, which we see a lot on the hip hop side of things. And so to just go to a show that was celebrating one band, everybody was there for the same thing. Everybody was shoulder to shoulder in the room. People were dancing, singing along. It was awesome. Shout out to Volley for putting on such a great event, putting on a killer set, and congratulations to them on putting out a brand new album. You can get it on CD through them, and it's available pretty much everywhere that you listen to music too. But that was a great show, and it was nice to just be at a show that I was just there to hang out and support. I didn't have to work. I didn't have to host. I wasn't responsible for anything. I was just there to hang out and have a good time.
You were responsible for something. You were the hero that saved the decor.
Oh my gosh.
You were the hero that saved the decor from smashing to the ground.
That's fair. I wasn't the hero.
Everything on the top of that shelf was coming down.
Yeah, I wasn't the hero everybody wanted, but I was the one that Big Dog needed because some old couple was going to get smashed with a glass duck or something, and luckily I saw that. It's funny because Ryan literally used a duck emoji in the comments. That's, dude, it was like there was like this big glass some sort of animal that was on top of a soda machine, and while everybody was dancing, the thing's sliding off the soda machine, and I can just see it like headed toward this lady's head, and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, we got to do something about that. Like, luckily we were able to grab it in just the right moment of time.
Yeah, that was definitely a hero moment.
But yeah, that was a blast.
Because there was quite a bit of up there. There was like they have that porcelain animal thing. There was like a thing of flowers up there. It was like quite a bit up there, actually. I was like, because when you pointed it out, I was like, what? Oh, shit. That's going to go bad quickly.
Dude, and if you guys watching the show are like in the southern New Hampshire area, definitely go check out Big Dog Eats in Milford. The food was dope. The atmosphere was dope. The staff was great. The bar was good. Like there's a parking lot right across the street. There's others, like, I mean, we were there late, so I didn't get to see everything, but there was like other places on the same little strip. It was really cool. It's right off the Milford Oval. So definitely go check that out. That was a great time. I'm glad that we did that.
I will definitely be back there because I need to go back when their full menu is open. Because there's that cheesy garlic bagel with meatballs that I like, that I need to try. I don't know what it is, but some garlic cheesy bagel just sounds amazing. And now with meatballs on top of it, like, let's go.
Damn, that does sound really good.
It was like the one thing I was looking forward to seeing people I knew, looking forward to volley playing, and I was looking forward to that. So I will definitely be back so I can get that.
Same. and then capping off a dope weekend last night, Sunday night. I had the distinct pleasure of returning to rap night for the first time in like 6 or 7 months or something like that. And the Massachusetts legend Easy Money was celebrating his album release, and so I got to open up the show for him. And rap night being on a Sunday night, it's like there's always going to be people you love there, but you never know if it's going to be like a big crowd, a smaller crowd, if they're going to rock with what you're doing, if they're going to be more just want to hang out at the bar kind of shit. And it was a dope night. It was so much fun. It was great to like catch up with people. I felt really good about my performance, which was nice. Easy Money was great. It was awesome to be on a show with somebody who just raps their ass off and just does it so well. Myth kills it. It was just awesome. I had such a great time, and doing that as that was technically my first show of 2026. And so that I feel like that really set a good tone. I'm really excited about where we're headed, and played some new music in the set last night. That seemed to get a good reaction. And hell yeah. Shout out to my brother Ben. Thanks for tuning in, Ben. I know you got a lot going on. If you guys have ever watched the show, you know my brother Ben is in the midst of opening the Gate City Skate Park, having its grand opening on April 4th this weekend. Unprecedented heights. My man is killing it. This Gate City Skate Park is going to be one of the most like historic things that we see in our time living in the city. It's a huge indoor skate park. Shout out to everybody that's been involved in making that happen. Shout out to everybody that's been putting the good word out there. Ben, let them know where it's located. It's on Amherst Street. I don't have the address yet, but if Ben drops it in the comments, I'll let everybody know where to go. Make sure you guys go out and support that. We need to keep this thing thriving. Yo, I definitely want to be the first show in there. Oh my God, I would be honored. 522 Amherst Street, Nashua, New Hampshire, unit number 1. Make sure you guys go out April 4th, Saturday, April 4th, the grand opening. It's going to be the first time most people get to see this place in its finished glory. So proud of Ben for pulling this off. I'm so excited for this, and so it's just so cool to see, man. Not many people have the courage to take on a project like this and then have the tenacity to bring it to life and make it come to reality. So just know I'm incredibly proud of you, Ben.
I think it's a community changing, idea. Like it's gonna like change and support the community in ways that people aren't gonna understand until it happens. So it's really dope.
Ben, my boy Ryan wants to know if he can bring his longboard there. Ryan's the OG longboarder. Dare I say, the longboard ninja master.
Few people drop into the half pipe with it.
Let's book it. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's go. All right. Hell yeah. Ben, I'm gonna shoot you a brainstorm ASAP. And you let me know when a good date would be, and then I'll do the logistics and pull it all together. That'll be so sick. I love this. You guys know, if you guys, goes without saying, but if you guys watch this show, you know how much skateboarding has had such a big impact in my life. And I love that skateboarding is still keeping people going and shit. Whether you shortboard, longboard, watching videos, fucking going to comps, whatever it is, keep fucking supporting skateboarding. Support your local skate shop, support your local skate park, support local skaters. Now everything is so different now from when I started skating in terms of we live in this like online clip culture, and so everybody's out there filming their clips and putting shit out, and you have no idea when that could get under the eyes of somebody that could pick that up and sponsor a skater and change their life. It's like the game is so different nowadays. So that's why it's like you got to support your local skate shop, skate park, local skater, get behind all the people that are doing good shit. Absolutely. Man, you're going to make me choke up, bro. This really is full circle. That's like, it's crazy. Like, you've done so many incredible things already, and this is just like another chapter amongst a legacy that you're gonna lay. Whew. Proud of you, big dog. Look at my camera's all blurry.
It's just hiding it for you, bro. It's giving you your second.
Yeah. Covering me up. Whew. But yeah, all right. I'm excited for that. That's gonna be great. So yeah, Rap Night was killer. That was an awesome way to do a first show of the year. Feel really good about it. Excited for the rest of these shows that we got coming up. Doing a couple random New England dates and stuff like that. But it was a good time for sure.
It was nice. It was nice to see you on stage since Hellhound for the Holiday was last time.
Damn, that's right. Yeah, back in December.
Yeah, it was good to see you up on the stage.
I think so. I guess if I went to Sunday, I technically skipped over Saturday, which for people that don't know us, if we don't have a show or something going on a Saturday, usually means we're watching UFC.
Yes, sir.
I think it's fair to say that that's taken up a good amount of our life. There we go. Just trying to get myself back in focus there. Yeah, so if you know us, you know that we watch a ton of UFC. That's been something we've both been into for years and years and years of our life, long before we knew each other. So it's just another thing that's like brought us together. So we'll try to not make this too sports driven, but I just needed to ask because we did cover, when the show started, we did cover a lot of UFC stuff. If you go back, actually, I don't even know if you saw this one, Danny, but when I first started the pod, it was called No Sugar Added, and we did an episode. Shout out to the homie from Maine that tapped in. I like don't have her name on the top of my head right now, but we had somebody tap in and we did a full like UFC recap episode, and it was awesome. And so the plan for No Sugar Added was like, there was going to be like these kind of regular episodes, and then we would cover the fights and stuff like that too. And I quickly realized that there was a million podcasts named No Sugar Added, and so I had to figure out how to pivot a little bit, and that's how we got to Cody Central. But all of that is because if you are a UFC fan yourself, or if you follow UFC, you know that this year they were sold for $7 billion and are now part of the Paramount Plus family of shows, which I don't know if that sounds like a big deal to most people, but like for somebody like me, for example, right? Like I don't follow too many traditional sports. Like I like basketball, baseball, football, hockey, whatever, but I don't follow them. So for me, like I had ESPN for the last, I don't know, almost 10 years or something like that. And I solely had ESPN Plus so that I could watch UFC. And so for them to switch over to Paramount Plus, I was able to get rid of ESPN, which was great. We already had Paramount Plus here, which was great. But obviously with a change like that comes a huge change in format, change in broadcast, change in quality, all this kind of stuff. So I just wanted to get your feedback and see if you've like been watching any fights since the switch to Paramount and how you feel about it now. Like, has the show changed for you at all? Um, how's the transition been for you as a fight fan?
As a fight fan, I was a little concerned originally about quality. I wasn't sure how, because I know Paramount does like some sports. They have like some like NFL and like some college stuff. So I wasn't sure how it was going to translate being like UFC as a one moment of time. Like you have to be on at this time to be able to watch, and having millions of subscribers all logging in to watch this one stream at the same time. I was a little nervous about it, but it's actually been really good. Only thing as a fan is I think the what I call TV fill-in time seems to be a little more.
Yeah,
That
dude.
seems to be the only difference compared to the ESPN, where I felt like if it wasn't like a nationally televised like ESP event, then they had to fill in the time. But I felt like on ESPN, like it was like, all right, somebody got knocked out. We're not going to fill in the next 15 minutes. We'll fill in 5 minutes and we're going to get to the next fight.
Dude, Paramount does like Lord of the Rings level exposition in between every fight. It could be the most meaningless fucking like two random ass dudes that are just entering UFC, and you're gonna get like a 7.5 minute exposition on the warriors that are coming through blazing through the fire, and it's like, shut the fuck up. Let's just get to the fight, please. Like,
before the guy fights, I know his mom's maiden last name,
yeah,
when they
for
got
real.
married, what's his brothers and sisters' names, what their birthdays are.
I'm saying.
I'm like, just put them in there and let them punch each other in the face. This is why I'm tuned in.
Exactly. It's just so crazy.
But it does make I am happy with the transition on a financial side, because I am a Landman fan, Tulsa King. So like Paramount Plus was something I had to have to watch certain shows.
Okay. So it was worth it.
Yeah. So it was like, okay. And ESPN was part of my, the Disney Hulu bundle. So I was paying extra for all these other things too. So it was just like, just knock them off and just have Paramount.
I know, for real. That's fair. I will say, I don't know if it's necessarily tied to it or not, but since the switch to Paramount, I haven't felt a need to watch. Like, there hasn't been a card that really like stood out that I was like, oh, dude, we gotta watch, UFC da 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 da, because it's like, it just felt like they're kind of throwing shit together to fill the schedule. I haven't seen, like, I've seen fights that I'm like, oh, this will be a good fight, but like there was a different, and I guess this was like pay-per-view era shit too, but like there was fights that you got excited about and you thought about for like months and months on end. And I don't know what those fights are right now, but the White House card isn't really it for me.
I think at this point it's like sad to say this, but we already got paid, so we don't have to try.
Exactly. Well, and that's what it feels
it's
like.
Kind of like that big wide receiver having a great season and next year getting that huge monster contract and then going, why hurt myself? I got paid already.
Yeah, they got the check, so it's like, let's spend as little of the check as possible now. And it's just, I don't know, it just like blows my mind.
And the pay-per-views they used to put together, they needed to excite you. They needed to hype you up because you were going to spend $80 on them.
For real.
So they needed you to be like hyped up and excited. Where now I just log on to Paramount on Saturday and there it is. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of stake in it now. You don't feel like you're like missing something. Like there was like in the pay-per-view era, it felt like you were missing a moment. I could remember times where I was like, oh, I'm not buying this pay-per-view. It's too expensive, blah, blah, blah. But then all of a sudden it's like 12:13 at night and I'm refreshing Google trying to see who won the fight because that's all I can think about. And there hasn't been a fight like that in a long time that I've like had like an emotional stake in like that.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna use an example. I'm gonna make a metaphor here, and either you're gonna hate me for it or you're gonna love me. I feel like the UFC is in a state. The best way to explain the state of the UFC right now is the Holloway Oliveira fight.
Wow. Literally the worst BMF fight imaginable.
I feel like, like I said, you're either going to love me or hate me for it.
No, I mean, I think that's totally reasonable, unfortunately. I hate that that's real, but it is what it is.
I'm just saying that I felt like that fight just showed the state of the UFC at the moment.
Yeah. Let me shift gears a little bit. The chat's been quiet, so I get the impression that we're the only UFC fans here in the fucking show. So I'll save you guys from that. Let me shift gears. I would like to kind of close things out tonight talking about our favorite music releases of the year so far. I know we're only 3 months in, but you would be amazed at how many friggin' music releases have come out this year. like that Ryan said, you do you. LOL. We love you guys. You guys are the best. But let us know in the comments too for this closing section. What's your favorite music release that's come out this year so far? I made a little short list, so I'm gonna hold on to it so that you guys have some time to.
You did make a little one here, but I actually got one. I actually thought of one, like a release this year, and that I've enjoyed the album. I got one for sure in my brain.
Let's open it.
Disappoinsettia.
You dickhead. Let's go. I love that. Get that new Volley album available everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed the shit out of that show. Enjoyed the shit out of the music.
You got a CD copy?
I did not, but I'm going to. Like, thank God for Spotify and other places to be able to listen to it, but I need a physical copy of it now. I forgot to try to steal one.
What was your, I know, right? What was your experience like when you were listening to it? Like how, like what is there that you feel like to say about it?
I was not sure what to expect. Like, I understood it was a punk band. Like, I wasn't really sure, but like the energy of the music, like, is like super captivating. Like, really enjoyed. Like, it's very upbeat, very I mean, best way to put it, very ska like. Like, that's the best way I could put it. And like, I didn't have I guess I didn't have a lot of energy when I got there. Like, I was just kind of like, all right, I've kind of got through my day. I just drove out here, and I drove a good distance, and to get there, and I was just kind of like a little beat. But like when the music started, it was kind of hard not to be a little more upbeat, a little more energetic. You know what I'm trying? You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like, all right, and then it started, and I was just like hard not to just start bebopping around. You know what I mean? And then once the energy got kind of like, I guess like infectious is the best way I could put it, like contagious, because like some people started dancing around and stuff, and then it's just kind of like, I mean, it was kind of like when I went to Have Heart with you. Like, I didn't know what I was expecting, but then the energy was just infectious. Like I just could not take it in.
I don't know if you're a big Misfits fan or not. I don't know if you're a big Misfits fan or not, but one thing that I really appreciated at the show, since we're going back to it, is that they did a cover of Skulls by the Misfits in the middle of their set, and that definitely warmed my heart. So shout out to them for doing that. Always love a good Misfits cover.
So, do you got any for this year?
Yeah, of course I do. I didn't fucking cheat like you and just mention the guests that we were already talking about.
But you asked me for me. I'm not going to cheat off of your.
No. So there's a couple records that I'm really hyped about, and then there's a couple records that I am like either digging into or that I am excited to like make time for. But the ones that I needed to talk about off rip, Currency, Larry June, and The Alchemist put out their collab album that people had been waiting on this for like years. It felt like they put out the album. It's called Spiral Staircases. It's honestly, if you're a fan of any of those people, the album gives you exactly what you would expect. It's super tight. Such a fucking wave to it. Like, it's such a great energy. It's perfect to just relax, ride around in your car. If you're a smoker, it's great smoking music. I love Currency. Currency has been somebody that I've seen live countless times, and I just think that he is like so true to who he is, and he always is just like having a good time. And so putting those components together, The Alchemist is like a god tier producer. He just has this innate ability to take the most raw sounds and create the most like comfortable, luxurious feeling fucking production. And Larry June has this great mix of being cool, but it's always like on some sort of like motivational kind of tip. And Currency is like that too, but he's a lot more nostalgic and like a lot more about just like having a good time. And so when you put all three of them together, I think they just made like a really great album that like people will continue to vibe on for like years and years. And I think it's just like a perfect chill and smoke record. So that one is Currency, Larry June, and The Alchemist, Spiral Staircases. I don't know. Are you a fan of like those, any of like the, for lack of a better term, like the like cannabis rappers, like fucking Currency, Wiz Khalifa, Smoke DZA? There's, I mean, obviously there's an older lineage too, of course. You got your Devin the Dudes and shit like that. But I just know for me, like growing up in like the blog era and shit specifically, a good Wiz and Currency mixtape really fucking was the soundtrack of my fucking youth.
Yeah, I actually can't wait. I'm actually going to be seeing Wiz later this year.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. That's going to be such a great show.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. Can't lie. That's one on the list that's like, I'm looking forward to, really looking forward to.
Yeah, that's going to be special.
It'll also be the first time I've seen Wiz.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be awesome, man. The first time that I saw Wiz, he played City Hall Plaza in Boston. It was a free outdoor show, and it was unbelievable. So many people like bum rushed the stage that they had to like delay his opening coming out. It was fucking wild. It was like, and it was like downpouring and shit, but it was so much fun. I still have like shitty like BlackBerry megapixel photos on my phone from like being outside that day. I've seen Currency.
That's a phone name I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh, dude, I still have my old Blackberries. I'm like somehow, some way gonna end up back in that universe.
Technology digresses.
Right. On the heavier side of things, I don't know if you're familiar with this group or not, but Pelican put out a new EP this year. Pelican is this really like, they've been around for decades. They're like they're like mostly instrumental, very like sludgy doom headbang, like slow, almost industrial influenced, but just like really, really cool fucking shit. And they put out this EP this year called Ascending. And so like musically it's fantastic. It's like what you would come to expect from Pelican. But the thing that I thought was interesting was they included a song that had vocals on it, and they featured Jeff Rickley from Thursday as the vocalist on it. And it was just such a cool collaboration between the two of them. I was like so surprised. It's like a unique pairing because they sonically kind of come from different worlds, but it just like came together so well. And that track on the album is called Cascading Crescent, but the whole EP is called Ascending, and that's by the group Pelican, which is really dope. I know we're getting close on time here, so I'll just run through a couple of these real quick. Rock Marciano put out a new project called 656. Rock's been on fire for a long time now, and last year he had put out the project with DJ Premier, which was great. And you know, some people loved it, some people didn't love it, whatever, but it was great to have these like two iconic figures come together. But 656 is the return of Rock producing for himself, and man, is it just like, it's just spot on. It just sounds like exactly what you would come to expect in the best way. It sounds like some dusty ass loops pulled off of floppy disks, like yeah, just a great record, and it's a decent length, so it's like a good listen. Ceremony, incredible hardcore punk band from California, iconic. They put out a live record. They actually played the Hollywood Palladium, which is wild for a band of their stature. And so they recorded a live album there. And Ceremony, I think, is just like one of the most notable punk bands because when you listen to their sound, they go through a lot of eras. And so when they play live, they play stuff from like all of their different eras. And so they might have like a fast circle pit thrash song, and then the next song might sound like a New Order song that they're like singing harmonies on and shit. It's just like, it's a very unique contrast. And so to be able to listen to them do that live and how they transition through songs and shit is just really cool. So that's Ceremony live at the Hollywood Palladium. If you're from New England, Dropkick Murphys and Haywire released a split project called New England Forever. Each band put a couple new songs out together. If you follow any of them, Haywire's been opening for Dropkick Murphys a lot this year, so they've been playing some stages that most hardcore bands never see. They're on an unprecedented roller coaster of highs right now. And if you're from New England, you should be proud of for doing what they've done. They're truly a remarkable band. Angel Dust put out a new album called Cold to the Touch. Angel Dust is another hardcore offset. It's members of Trapped Under Ice. It's their other project that has become kind of their prominent thing now. It's a very like hardcore punk, but with like 90s pop songwriting aesthetic. It's like it's really hard to put them in a box as like one thing or the other. And this album just kind of they just keep pushing that a lot and has a really unique vibe to it. It's like 90s pop songs but through like a very hardcore punk lens. And the album is just like a super fun listen, and I think that's going to definitely continue to attract a lot of attention. Another Massachusetts record, Converge, one of Massachusetts' most notable bands, one of the heaviest bands on planet Earth, one of the most brutal groups of musicians. They released their new album, Love Is Not Enough, which is just, once again, exactly what you would expect from a band like Converge. Just phenomenal, heavy, head-banging, ear-pulsing, soul, goosebump raising, like it's just like super powerful shit. And I know they're going to be on tour a lot this year, and seeing that record live will probably just like melt your fucking brain. And I mentioned this as a song of the week a couple times, but Jill Scott's album, To Whom This May Concern, Jilly from Philly, the R&B legend, released her new album, and it's got some joints on it. It's a great, great album. Just like phenomenal singing, outstanding production, phenomenal stuff. That is definitely like a timeless record that will get replay for years and years down the road. And I had some records that I have been looking forward to checking out that I haven't really been able to listen to. Like, I've heard a couple songs from these, but I haven't been able to listen to the albums all the way through. But albums that I'm excited to dig into more. Mariachi El Bronx released their album number 4. If you're not familiar with them, the Bronx is a awesome like a punk rock and roll kind of band, and they did Mariachi El Bronx as like a side project where it was like very like mariachi influenced music, and it ended up blowing up. And so now they do these huge tours and albums and stuff under the Mariachi El Bronx name. And so album number 4 definitely like gives you what you expect. The Mesthetics and James Brandon Lewis put out a collab album called Deface the Currency. The Mesthetics features past members of Fugazi, one of my favorite bands. And the best way I can describe this is that it literally just comes in off the rip with this like hard ass fusion jazz. Like, it's just so like challenging your listening in the coolest way. And I really can't wait to listen to the whole thing through and through because it's such a unique experience. And those guys are phenomenal musicians. Terrace Martin has put out 4 projects. Terrace Martin is a phenomenal instrumental player and musician, producer. He's worked with Kendrick Lamar and tons of other people. He put out these 4 projects called Passion, Peace, Purpose, and Perspective. RJD2 and Superstition put out a collab album called According To. Flying Lotus has a new album called Big Mama. Aesop Rock and Homeboy Sandman put out a new collab album called Miami Lice Season 4. Neurosis, the Legends, came back with a new album called An Undying Love for a Burning World. And now they have Aaron from ISIS as their vocalist, which is really exciting. If you've been a part of the heavy music community, you know that Neurosis originally broke up after they found out that their singer was not a good person, and kind of just like put an end on a 20 plus year iconic band. And to get Aaron, who has been a part of that community forever and was the vocalist of ISIS, the band, obviously they were around before the other shit. So to have him in Neurosis now is just like remarkable and super exciting. The Casualties have a new album out called Detonate. Tiger's Jaw has a new album called Lost on You. And Zuzu has a new album called Zoo Motherfucking Zoo Volume 1, which is a bunch of covers that they did apparently. If you know anything about Zuzu or Shushu, however you say it, they are just like a wild group of musicians. And come on, make me clear again. And so I haven't got to dig into that. That one is like a Bandcamp only record, so I'm gonna buy that and listen to it. But yeah, so that's why I was saying, like 3 months in, there is a ton of new music out already. It's crazy how much stuff has come out. So you guys did not do a great job telling us in the chat what your favorite music releases were of this year. Hopefully you guys will go and check out some new music soon, because there's lots of new stuff coming out all the time. But yeah, this has been a blast, man. I don't want to bore everybody talking about the shit that we liked, but it was nice. We had a lot of friends check in tonight, a lot of past members of the show check in, a lot of travelers of Cody Central. So thank you to everybody that rocked with us tonight. This has been a fun one. We got a special episode next week. Next week, we're going to have comedian, musician, and realtor Alex LaChance on the show. He is the co-host of a program called The Wrong Hill to Die On, which is a live comedy game show. And I'm really excited for him to talk about it. I went to the first one. It was a blast. And yeah, so we're going to have him on the show. It's going to be awesome. And we got some special stuff lined up for the next few weeks. Whatever. Samurai Pizza Cats put out Ramen Man. I don't know what that means. So, that must be new music that came out this year. I was almost like, I don't know what the fuck that is, so I'm gonna just leave that be. But yeah,
I was like, all I could think was Ryan Ramen, and who is the Samurai Pizza guy that's taking him out?
For real. All right, guys, we're out of here. Until next time. Much love, and I gotta come up with something cool. Whenever we close Hellhound Film Club, I always say, and don't forget the popcorn, but I never really had anything cool for this. So see you next time.
Well, Chad, if you can think of anything, put it down in the comments.
Yeah,
let us know.
Give us a suggestion for closing outro speech, and until then, pre.
Cody Central is written and produced by Cody Pope for Hellhound Publishing. If you'd like to sponsor the program and have your brand, podcast, or service featured, learn more about that today at www.hellhoundpublishing.com/Cody-Central. Additional ways to support the program include purchasing music, joining our Patreon for exclusive content, or simply donating at any of the links available in the QR codes above.
I certainly feel sorry for you.